Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon, and today on PartnerTalks, we have a return guest, Ivan Stano. Introduce yourself, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Hi, Rick. Thanks so much for having me on your show. I'm really excited to be back here after some time. I'm the exec at Resco. I've been with the company for over 17 years, actually close to 18 this fall. I'm based in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts, where I've lived for the past 13 years, and I live here with my family. And since actually last August, I'm officially responsible for the entire Resco.
Okay, Ivan, and that's where we kind of want to lead into this conversation now that you're CEO of Resco. Let's do a couple things here. First, tell us a little bit about Resco because you do an important thing in the Microsoft ecosystem. And then tell us a little bit about your personal journey over 18 years to end up in the seat you're in today.
Yeah, definitely. So Resco is a privately owned company based in Slovakia, which is Central Europe. I think you had a chance to visit Slovakia at least 2 times that I'm aware.
Yes.
Yeah, and you love the local food as far as I remember. But as a company, we're really laser focused on mobile technology. So when it comes to frontline workers, deskless, or we like to call them desk-free people who do their work out in the field, right? That's our primary target group. And we make it our mission to make sure that we can equip them with the digital tools that make their lives and their work much easier. So that's been top of our mind for the last 20 plus years. And obviously you can't do it alone. So we're an alliance partner within Microsoft Alliance, where we heavily rely on the Microsoft technologies to equip these field workers with our tools.
And, if we just talk a little bit about Resco, your claim to fame is your synchronization engine. The amount of data, how quickly you can synchronize it from a remote offline worker is, you're second to none in the industry. And why don't you talk a couple use cases that you have out there that are, very interesting.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's our bread and butter. And that's why most companies come to us because of I like to put it in the category of the performance of the mobile application that our customers use. And I actually even have some stats that I think can blow your mind a little bit. So maybe a little quiz if you don't mind. Do you want to guess the biggest database that we've ever brought offline on a mobile device?
Oh, I wouldn't even know where to start.
It's so I'll help you a little bit. It's almost 2 gigabytes of data, and it might not sound crazy, but when you think about it, it's mostly like records. So account names, contacts names, work order names, SS names, etc. So that's pretty brutal. But also the amount of data that we're moving from the actual mobile devices to the backends, it's crazy. We do a lot of statistics, we do a lot of telemetry to understand what we need to invest into. So on a weekly basis, we download almost or our applications on customers' devices download around 14 billion records every week. That's about 1 million synchronizations every week, and over 12 million attachments that we download every week. So the numbers are crazy. And maybe just to really demonstrate our strength, that's the biggest challenge I've seen over the 17 years I've been with Resco. We have a customer of early 2026, so of early this year. They're already in production, but we found some crazy demands that they have. Their technicians do inspections on a daily basis, and the forms that our partner built for them, that form, do you want to guess how many items on the form? Like how many questions?
100.
It's between 3,000 to 6,000.
Wow.
So we found not only the limitations of the Resco technology, but the limitations of the actual iOS system. that is killing the application because of the memory demand. So we're working very closely with the partner and customer to further optimize the application and the whole experience, because that's the craziest case I've ever seen.
Well, and we look at that type of synchronization, and when we talk about, a high-cost worker, that remote worker in the field, whether they're in mining, whether they're in forestry, the oil industry, or we think about not-for-profits that go into the third world, these people go offline for possibly weeks at a time, and then come back in and synchronize a lot of information. So, I think there's an absolute huge place for Resco in our ecosystem. But let's drop back, Ivan, talk a little bit about you. How did you start at Resco? How many employees did you have at the time? And now you're in the CEO seat. How did you get there?
Yeah, it's almost like a little fairy tale story. I started at Resco when I was still at the university, studying back home in Slovakia. And I think I was employee number 16 or 17. So we were a small, little family type of company doing lots of crazy things on the side of mobility. And then as we were growing, and the importance of the mobile devices and smartphones and the first versions of iPhones and then Android phones became an integral part of our lives, Resco saw a lot of success. So that's how I started pretty much doing anything that was required some attention and some muscle work and a little bit of brain work as well at Resco. And then after 4 years, we started to see a lot of drive in North America, lots of new customers, lots of interest. So I moved my whole life and myself in 2 suitcases over to Boston and started the North American operations. Started a company, founded a company here, hired the first person, then a couple more, and built a small team that is based here in North America. And now, 10 plus years later, we're contribute to Resco's revenue by more than 50%. So it's a pretty good story.
And then finally, you ended up, being asked to run the whole organization.
Yes, and that's where all these gray hair started to show up since last year when I took over. So I've been really driving the success here in North America, but I stayed very close to the headquarters. That's where majority of our company is based in. We're close to 80 people. We have all the development, technical support, most of the sales, marketing activities, internal teams based, the product team as well, consulting based in Slovakia. So I stayed in touch, frequently visiting the headquarters. And then since last summer, I took on the responsibility to drive the entire company, not just the North American operation, forward.
Okay, excellent. So, talking about driving forward in this, world of mobility, how's AI affecting this? Like, what are your customers up against? What kind of features are they looking for? And tell us a little bit about Resco's AI roadmap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's funny you asked about that. You're probably number 17 just today, asking me about what we're doing on the face of the AI. But it's really like, if you don't mind, we can go a little bit deeper here. So when we look at who the real customers of Resco technology are, right? So the obvious one are the people in the field who are using the mobile apps that are created in Resco technology and in our mobile platform. So that's one category of our users and primary customers. But there's also a different group of users, and those are people who are actually configuring and designing those applications. And then they use our mobile platform with all the tools and designers that we have, the Sing engine, etc. So that's another big group of users. So that's how we look at it from the AI's point of view. What can we enable for people who are creating, designing the mobile applications, and what can we offer to the people who are actually using the outcome of that mobile platform? And those are the users in the field. So when it comes to the people in the field, that's kind of funny. I know, kind of laugh about it, because since pretty much, I don't know, when I took over summer last year, I keep hearing the same question. or demand, like, we want AI, we want our people in the field to use AI. And when we ask, like, okay, so what kind of AI would you like to use? Well, we don't know. You tell us what we should use, right? So that was kind of the story that kept repeating itself. But we're listening very closely. We're trying to be very close to our customers, understand what they're doing, what the gaps are, and make sure that we don't over-engineer. And maybe a little side story here that you probably gonna remember, when Google Glass came out in, what was it, 2013, 2014, everybody thought like, oh, we're gonna use this wearable device on our faces, right? And consume all the data and information through that. Then we have the smartwatches that we thought like, okay, this is gonna be such a natural extension of our phones, and we're gonna do everything on our watches. And we at Resco tried to support all of those. I remember to this day we had the first and probably the only version of mobile CRM solution running on Google Glass. I was managing our Gartner relationship back then. I was calling all the Gartner analysts, telling them about this cool new software we put together, and they were like, well, nobody's actually asking about Google Glass. Good job for you guys doing that, but nobody's using that, right? So we're trying to make sure that we don't follow the same steps, like over-engineer, create a lot of functionality, but rather ask the question, is this something that people in the field gonna appreciate and use, or is it just gonna be another hurdle in their workflow and how they operate, right? So what's our main job? To make sure that we make that life of people in the field easier and simpler. So that's how we approach the AI as well. A couple of examples there that our customers can use right away. Just reach out to us because it's not the cheapest functionality. We learned as well is our AI audio assistant. So now you don't have to navigate and operate a mobile application using your fingers and tap here, tap there, open accounts, open an order, create a new one, document all the details from a business meeting or a customer visit. You just tap a single button and you talk to that application the same way we're talking right now. We capture everything and create all the records under the hood. Very easy, very smart, very, very clever. But the cost so far is a little bit prohibiting, right? Using it extensively every day, we found out that you can easily burn through $40, $50 of tokens by single person. Now multiply that by 100 people in the field and 20 something days per month. It's a hard sell right now, but technology is ready. We're here and more than happy to run some of these pilots. A couple of other examples there. Pre-visit and post-visit briefings, right? So combining a lot of information from the web with a lot of contextual and historical information we can get from the CRM systems or the backend systems, and make sure that we prepare that person, whether it's a sales rep, for example, account executive, for their meeting in the best way possible, combining all the information from the web. So what are the trends, what's going on with the company, are there any big news, any new deals that they won, etc., with the data from our CRM. This is what's been done there in the last 6, 7, 8, 12 months. These are the biggest orders you've had. These are some of the issues that they reported, etc. And the same thing after the visit, with the main goal, save some time and make sure that you're better prepared.
Okay. All right, Ivan, I want to thank you for your time and thank you for spending it with PartnerTalks. And I'm sure we'll be back in the future to talk about AI in the mobile worker.
Awesome. Rick, thanks so much for having me, and all the best.
Bye for now.
Bye.